So, man, let's go ahead and move on to this first topic of the day, which is kind of sad, man. Because
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for this actor right here. You guys see the thumbnail in the background. We're talking about Bruce Willis, one of the
Yeah.
OGs. Man, he's not doing too hot right now. And I have this report right here from the Independent. It says Bruce Willis stepping away from acting after being diagnosed with brain condition. Family says actor's family says the condition has been impacting his cognitive abilities, and that's very unfortunate. And guys, I just want to let you know that if you're watching this via live or in the replay, there is a link down to this article in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. And it reads, Bruce Willis is stepping away from acting after being diagnosed with the brain condition Aphasia, his family has announced. In a statement on Instagram, the Die Hard star's family wrote that he had been experiencing some health issues which were impacting his cognitive abilities. Now, if you don't know what aphasia is, let me click that out of the way. Aphasia is an impairment of language affecting the production or comprehension of speech and the ability to read or write. Aphasia is also due to injury to the brain, most commonly from a stroke, particularly in older individuals. Let me see if I can make that bigger. But brain injuries resulting in aphasia may also arise from head trauma, from being tumors, or from infections. And, this link is in the description box below as well. And that just breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Here's the official post that came from his family. To Bruce's amazing supporters, as a family, we wanted to share that our beloved Bruce has been experiencing some health issues and has recently been diagnosed with aphasia, which is impacting his cognitive abilities. As a result of this and with much consideration, Bruce is stepping away from the career that has meant so much to him. This is really challenging time for our family, and we are so appreciative of your continued love, compassion, and support. We are moving through this as a strong family unit, and wanted to bring his fans in because we know how much he means to you as you do to him. As Bruce always says, live it up, and together we plan to do just that. Love, Emma, Demi, Rumor, Scott, Tallulah, Mabel, and Evelyn. And so that's just really unfortunate right there, because I mean, Bruce Willis is one of the biggest action movie stars of all time. But Larry, coming to you, man, when you heard this news, how did it hit you? How are you feeling about this, man? What do you make of it?
Yeah, man, I felt bad when I first heard it, because I mean, I would feel bad for anybody that has to deal with this. I mean, this is one of those diseases that seems to get worse as time goes on. And as somebody who has watched a family member sort of whittle away with Alzheimer's, you suffer a similar fate, I believe, with this, where you eventually start to lose your ability to speak and to read and to communicate. And it just really it's a sad thing to watch that happen. I'll tell you the thing, as I started to hear more about these stories come out about him, it really it hit home just how brutal and blood-sucking Hollywood can be. I mean, it is like, I mean, they will take every ounce of you, and when you have nothing left, they will basically just continue to pump air into your carcass and just bring you out there like you're, like at Weekend with what was it? Weekend with Freds or something. What was that? What was that movie?
I know I don't think you mean Weekend at Bernie's. Is that what you mean?
Weekend at Bernie's. It's like they did. I mean, they were talking about. I was listening to a story this weekend. They were just yesterday. They were talking about how he couldn't remember his lines at all, and they had to have an earpiece in his ear and feed him line by line by line for these movies because he couldn't remember. And there was one guy was on there was saying that he was on the set of a movie, and it was like all of a sudden he just sort of woke up and was like, why am I here? I know who you are and I know why you're here, but why am I here? And it's really just, you see these people recognize this is a problem. The guy has a cognitive problem when he can't do his lines and has to have an earpiece in, and yet these people are just so willing to exploit his fame and his star power that they just say, we don't really care. We don't care. We're going to go ahead and we're going to keep on just pushing you forward out there. And we don't care how bad or your performance is. We don't care what that means, what that may mean to you. We're going to keep on doing what we do so that we can make as much money as possible off you. Because, I mean, people who have watched his recent movies, they haven't been the best. And I mean, the Razzies just repealed an award they gave out because they were making an award about how bad his movies have been. They had a Bruce Willis award. It wasn't like he won an award for worst movie. They had a Bruce Willis award because movies have been so bad. And now that they've realized they are bad for a reason, they went ahead and repealed it. But it just shows how much people are willing to just push everything aside for the almighty dollar.
Yeah, man. And thank you for all that, man. Well said. I do appreciate it. I'm on IMDb right now, just going through his filmography. Just in case.
Look at that. Look at all that in post-production.
Yeah. Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and a lot of
in 20. That's just crazy.
Yeah, that is a lot. Damn. I think a lot of this is straight to video or straight to, I guess, streaming now. He's been doing it since 2010, but I don't want to bring that up too much. But yeah, he got 144 credits. This is nuts too. I don't know if he's the star in all of these, but you know, you have a good point, Larry. And so
I mean that right there, that is one of those times where, like, and this is crazy because you think like they had Britney Spears in a conservatorship for God knows how long. And I'm looking at that thinking, this is not that he needed to necessarily be in a conservatorship, but he needed somebody out there looking towards his best interest, not looking towards how many more millions can we make off of him before he can no longer do this. But we need to get him into a safe place, not a place where he's cognitively waking up and saying, oh, why am I here? What am I doing here? That can't be good for anybody. That's got to be completely jarring, you know?
Yeah, man. And even in the you know, he was married to Demi Moore, I would think.
Yeah. They said they're they said they're best friends now. I mean, they post pictures of each other with they seem to have a very strong family dynamic, and they post pictures of each other with their family on Instagram all the time. So
yeah, that's beautiful. And I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say something silly, like I don't know the severity of this. Of course, it's severe. He's losing his, can't read and write and stuff. But I don't know if there's like treatment for it or it can be reversed, or if it's a done deal. You know.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's a degenerative disease. I think it just gets worse. I think it just gets worse until you slowly just sort of become a shell of your former self.
Damn, man, that's horrible. It just goes to show, guys, you know, you never know what tomorrow holds, and nobody's invincible. And so love all your people while they're here. And if you do believe in prayer, you know, shout up a prayer for Bruce Willis and anybody out there that's sick and suffering, you know, and just lucky for him that he has a strong support system. It looks like that's there for him, you know. So just want to shout out Bruce Willis and hope it sucks that he has to step away from acting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I should be fair. I don't know what these people are doing as far as pushing him out there. He may have known that this was going to happen, and he may have told his people, keep pushing me to work. Let me keep working as long as I can. So I don't know. That may have been his wishes that he was out there. But I just think to myself, at some point, you have to set somebody's wishes aside for their own best interest, you know. If you take a kid trick-or-treating, they wish they can sit there all night, eat that whole bag of candy. But sometimes you have to push people's wishes aside for their own best interest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, we have 160 people watching right now.
Wait,
and we have only 69 thumbs up. Can we get at least 100? What's up, Strickler Starlight? How you doing? What's going on? Coming from the UK
in the building.
But yeah, guys, we got 160 people watching. Thumbs up. It's free. It ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It'll really help us out over here, and we really appreciate it. It goes far. That is how YouTube pushes out the algorithm. So if you're in the chat, please encourage everybody to give that thumbs up because we would appreciate it.